Welcome to Netlinked Weekly. What's hot, awesome deals, tips, and news, and I think one of the hottest things going on right now is, of course, the Calgary Stampede. And that means there's a sale theme to match. So it's the Wrangle the Savings event with great prices on select Intel and AMD CPUs, and of course, other things that you will also find in the sale, such as this bundle deal. This is a Canadian deal, so first 3 deals are for Canada. So this is a G7 10 Plus mechanical gaming keyboard, which has Cherry MX Brown switches with O-rings, macro keys, Logitech's excellent software, and is priced at only $160 with a G700 gaming mouse. That's a wireless mouse, high performance mouse. This bundle is very highly recommended by me. Go ahead, go for it, you will enjoy it. Next up, we've got a Bear Dynamic DT990 home audio open design pair of headphones. So you can pair these up with something like a desktop microphone or a clip-on microphone or whatever else, and you'll have yourself a very capable gaming setup for under $300. The headphones themselves are $280. And the SteelSeries Kinzo V2. The Kinzo doesn't get enough credit for being an actually pretty excellent mouse, other than its small size. So the tracking is good, the ergonomics are good, the button clicks are nice and satisfying, great mouse, $20. And just make sure you've got smaller hands or you use a fingertip or a claw grip, otherwise you might find it a little bit on the smaller side. In the US, there are now 3 deals. So the Cooler H2O 620 from Antec is only $45. Single 120mm cooling fan, single 120mm radiator, as well as a block that goes on 775, 1155, 1156, 1366, 1150, AM2, AM3, AM3 Plus, FM1, FM2. All of those sockets, so pretty much don't worry about it. Next up, we've got the Bitfenix Prodigy. Very, very highly recommended case. MITX version for $60. Then finally, a Belkin Surf N300 wireless N router for $22. So if you need a router, you're on a budget, there you go. All right, so this is in-store only, but in-store only you have the no tax event extended. So it was supposed to end on July 1st. In fact, last week's episode of Netlinked came out around that time, and then it was talking about how the deal was until July 1st, but it turned out people were like, oh, well, they're telling us about this deal and it's almost over. How are we going to get to the store? Well, now you have time to get to the store because it's not over till the 11th. Still more Canada Day celebration. So that's on. Save up to $500 when you purchase a Samsung Series 6 LED TV. All of that good stuff. Also, for Samsung TVs, that bundle deal is still running. So buy a select Samsung Smart TV, get a bonus tablet, camera, and accessory kit. So check that out on the website as well. Next up, not only is PS4 available for pre-order, but now the Xbox One Day 1 Edition is also available for pre-order, so it's $499 for a pre-order of the Xbox One and $399 for a pre-order of the PlayStation 4. Pick now, guys, because I have a feeling these are going to be hot items, or at least one of them is. On launch day, we're going to see who wins the PR war leading up to the launch of these consoles. Next up, this is good news. So the US now has payment servers in the US. So NCIX US customers do not have to worry about any international transaction fees whenever they buy anything. So that is all taken care of now. If you do encounter any fees, check out the thread in the forum entitled No More Transaction Fees for our friends in the USA, and you can send in a message because there shouldn't be any from now on anymore. Also, floods in Calgary. Speaking of Calgary and stampedes and flooding, and that's been just sort of a real sort of problem that we've had lately. NCIX wanted to match the contributions of people who contributed points. We talked about it on Netlink last week, and $2,000 was raised overall to put into the flood relief that the Canadian Red Cross has been doing. So thanks everyone for contributing to that. That's a really, really good cause. And speaking of good causes, gaming. Not really related at all, but LANcouver is sold out, unfortunately, but there's good news. There's going to be a warehouse sale. So NCIX's legendary warehouse sales mean that you can get computer stuff for like way below cost. As someone who used to do pricing for them, I can tell you it is insane. It is way below cost. It's open box stuff, it's refurb stuff, but you have a few days of warranty, so make sure it works. If it's working, then great, you got yourself a great deal. If it's not working, then you can return it. So you didn't get yourself a bad deal, so it's sort of covered both ways. So even if you can't attend LANcouver because you didn't get a ticket yet, you can definitely still check out the warehouse sale. Finally, for our news item of the week, this is really cool. So, headed by the Chalmers University of Technology in Sweden, a team of researchers has found that a layer of graphene can reduce the working temperature of hotspots inside a processor by up to 25%. This could be great news for processors like the Haswell and Ivy Bridge generation chips from Intel that have been found to have the process node shrunk so much that they're starting to run pretty hot, particularly when more voltage is applied to them or when the clock speeds are ramped up. So very, very good news indeed, but as with all future technologies, it's yet to be known how long it'll take for this to actually reach the consumer market. Thank you for checking out this week's episode of Netlinked Weekly. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this from ncix.com.